Hi guys, welcome once more to my live stream. My name is Mata Gift, aka Mama BK, and the one and only original Mrs. Mayeke. Usually we come on this platform every Wednesday and Friday 7 p.m. UAE time to talk about life for Africans in the diaspora. Remember guys, depression is real. Remember, depression kills. Remember, you can survive depression. You can overcome depression. You can defeat depression only by sharing your story, only by sharing your experience, only by talking to someone. Talk about it. Why are we usually so scared to talk about what is troubling us? That thing that is giving us sleepless night, that thing that is causing us so much pain. If you don't want to talk to a therapist, we are here. Indirectly, we are therapists. You have your fellow brothers and sisters here in the diaspora who are more than willing just to listen to you. Sometimes some people just need a listening ear. We have thousands of Africans or people all over the world committing suicide just because they were unable to share what's troubling them with someone. So, we are here discussing life for Africans in the diaspora. Where are you? We do not limit ourselves only to Dubai. We do not limit ourselves only to UAE. We generalize it. Is it about Europe? We know nothing about Europe. So we are believing God one day we will have a guest from Europe or America who will tell us something about what is happening over there. When we come here, we invite guests. If you're interested, you can send us your request. You tell us about yourself, where you're streaming from, and your experience in the diaspora. Diaspora, as we always say, is not easy, but God be our helper. Many have come, they have experienced the challenges, they have been faced with a lot of challenges, but they overcome. With God, all things are possible. So we already have a guest here. If you are interested, you can send us your request, or we and you can come and share your experience with us. If you're in the UAE, we'll be glad to have you. In Europe, we'll be glad to have you. In America, we'll be glad to have you. So guys, come in your number and share your experience with us. Live for Africans in the diaspora. In the past, we've had several people from Bahrain, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. We've had people from all over the world. We've had people even from UK. Hello, good evening to you, girl.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, if you're just joining, please keep power tapping your screen, share the live broadcast so we'll get more members into the house. We are discussing life for Africans in the diaspora. We are sharing our experiences, telling our stories because we want to educate or enlighten our fellow African brothers and sisters who are still in Africa. We want those who are dreaming of coming to diaspora, to any part of the world. Usually we use Dubai, UAE as our case study because this is where we are and we've got experience here. So thank God you are our first guest of today. Gelly, I cannot pronounce all your names, so Gelly is enough for me. So
Just
you
say
tell us where
Gali. If
you're
you say
streaming from.
Gali, I'm good to go.
Okay, thank you so much. So Gelly, where are you streaming from?
I'm in Dubai.
Wow, amazing. Dubai, we have real hustlers. I call them real hustlers because it is not easy, but we are surviving.
Yeah, we survive. We thank God.
Amen. So how has Dubai been for you?
Well, for me, I can say it's the grace of God. It wasn't easy when I first came. I almost lost hope because I remember I took unpaid leave where I used to work back at home. And then I came and I couldn't get a job. It was tricky because you have Many people deceive themselves that the job you're doing there is what you're coming to do, and sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you will just have to start low, and then maybe afterwards you can do something else. I was forced to work as a nanny at some point when I first came, but then because you see, as Africans, we are learned. We are
Mm.
learned. Majority went to school very well. So if you just decide to use the opportunities that you see, then believe me, you can make it.
Yeah.
The only thing is limiting ourselves. You can go to any country, even as a maid, as a nanny, it doesn't matter, as long as you know what takes you there. Once you know what your main target and your ambitions and your visions are, then you can get whatever you put your mind you want to get. But the problem with us Africans, we do not love one another.
Mm.
You see, we do not realize that we are just one people. You see, it's like I remember on several occasions, me, anytime I see a black person, believe me, I just want to talk to this person because I know our experiences are the same.
Girlie, please let
And
me ask you a question because Timmy left a comment here. He says people get stuck on maid job and their mental health is messed up. What can you say about that?
um, what I can say, it depends. If you're working for, who are you working for? You
Mm.
see, a place like Dubai, for example, it
Mm.
is not about only Arabs.
Mm.
There are many, many expatriates. There
Mm.
are many expat families you can apply.
Mm.
It's because people just think it is just the Arabs. No. If
Mm.
you work for these expat families, believe me, you can enjoy. You can enjoy. Me,
Okay.
for the few months, I worked for a few months and it wasn't hard. And I came to realize there are many people also in the area,
Mm.
Africans. Some were brought by agents. But the problem is they do not talk to people, because if you talk to me, then I can tell you how I manage to maneuver. The
Okay.
problem is people think they do not want to talk.
Mm.
You say hi, somebody answers you with a nose. Like, hi, it doesn't make sense. Talk to me. You never know. Because at the end of the day, where your help comes from, only God knows. You see, me, I worked for like 6 months. Then, luckily enough, because I had experience at the airport, luckily enough, I managed to get again.
Wow.
But one thing I can tell you, let us learn to love one another. Let us stop this thing of, oh, Nigerians, oh, Zimbabweans, oh, this. We are all Africans. Let's love one another. Where
Thank you
there is
so
love,
much, Girlie.
for us Christians, we say love covers a multitude of sin.
Mm.
Where there is love, there is always a way. Because when we love each other, I can always tell you, oh, I have seen some advertisement here. Why not try this?
Mm.
We also, some of us, and especially some, do not even know the law. The law changed even for those maids and nannies. You
Mm.
can resign after 6 months. Whether
Mm.
your visa goes for 2 years, you can always resign. The law permits you. The labor law allows you to do that. But the
Mm.
thing is, we do not know, and we think you just have to finish the 2 years. No, if it is not working, it is not working. Don't kill yourself. And if you are not even being given permission to go out, there is a number, a labor number you can always call. They will come. They will come for you. They will send police if need be. Do not die somewhere because of a visa. Know the laws before you go to any country. Yeah, let
Thank
me
you so
handle
much,
something. I'll
Girlie.
be.
I wanted to ask you another question. When you were convinced by whoever, maybe an agent or a friend or a family member, that you should come to the UAE, what you were doing back home. So they promised you the same thing here in the UAE?
Pardon me, I didn't hear you properly. Sorry.
Yeah, when whoever that convinced you to come to UAE, what did they promise you? Was it the same job you were doing
No,
in
no, no.
Africa?
No, I took my chances.
Okay.
I took my chances because my husband was here in Dubai,
Oh,
and
yeah.
since
Okay.
since the time that we got married, we never
Mm.
stayed together. Because I
Oh,
remember at that time I think he was in Qatar. He came, we got married, I got pregnant, had the baby, he came back like that. We never lived together. So it was
wow.
time like, okay,
Congratulations.
just come.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
So just
it's
come,
actually
let us try. Let's see how it will go.
Okay.
So I didn't resign. I just he booked me a ticket and a 3-month visit visa. So I came. But it wasn't easy to find jobs. And you know the saddest part is as soon as I came, he lost his job. So we were 2 people jobless, no jobs.
Oh my.
It
I
was
can
tough, my
imagine.
friend. But you see, me, all I can tell my fellow sisters, my fellow brothers, there are many, many things that somebody can do. You don't have to go into crime. You do not have to go into prostitution
Mm.
like some of our sisters are doing. There are
Mm.
so many things. If you do not even know how to do hair, learn how to do it. If you do not know how to cook, learn how to cook, because you find yourself living in a bed space where there are men who goes to work and they're lazy. They do not want to cook. Cook something,
Mm.
sell to them. You can clean. Put your education aside. Don't let it be like
true.
walking
Okay.
around, oh, I am learned, oh, I am this, I cannot do this. Keep that on aside. If
Can I?
somebody tells you, come clean this apartment for me, I will pay you, do it.
Girlie,
Get the
please, a
money,
minute.
clean money.
Hello, hi
You
guys.
see.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi.
Welcome.
I'm good. Okay, there's a part you've touched about education, and
Okay.
what I've
Yes.
come to realize is that most of us, especially Africans, because you cannot compare the education in Africa and Western country, okay? So what I've come to realize is that we are programmed to enslave ourselves by education. Because you see, some people will make money and then afterward go to education. Because all we need is papers, okay? You need a good communication. And the reasons why people are studying, they believe if I study, I'll get a good job, okay? And if I
Mm-hmm.
don't study, I will not get a job. I'll be a thief or anything. They do not believe in what's natural in within them. Yet, so what I think is these Western people knew that Africans are very intelligent and they are doing like they're doing wonders. So they came up with this called from my own research. I had that Africa education started from Africa, all the
Mm.
discipline, the hygiene, and everything. You see. So when the Western came and manipulated us, and then brought corruption in Africa so that we do not develop. They came with a system of education that delays us. You see. So you're going 844, whatever, you go to university for like 6 years or 8 years to get a job.
Very true.
Yeah, true.
You see. That's why you find
Because
like
some
African,
of them start working at 16 years old. You can imagine somebody
yeah,
working at
yeah.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've been in Europe, and then asked there was a guy who was 16. So I asked him, do you value education more? He said that it's not a must you are being educated. First, look for a job, get a good job, okay, make money, and then when you want to go to education, go and get further education. You'll not be
Mm.
suffering, okay? You'll not be like a slave. You're looking
Mm.
for a job. Because most of us in Africa, you can spend 500,000 for education, and then you go to apply a job that pays you thirty
Yeah.
thousand. Now you see, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can I
Good
just chip in
evening.
from two thoughts that I've had? And
Sure, you're
my lady that
welcome.
came to Dubai, yeah, she came to Dubai. I would say that is how Dubai is. Probably you got a soft landing, which others didn't get. I also got
Mm.
a very soft landing. And
Wow.
you see the problem of UAE. It's not about the citizens of the country. It's about the employers. Majority of the employers also have come to Oslo. They have come to start up their businesses here, and they try to avoid the law. Fine, they don't break the law totally, but there's a way to stay around the loopholes of the law. Like I will tell you for free, I have worked there since I've been here since 2020, and I've been owed salaries, like 3 month salaries. I never even got
What?
paid. Yes. So
Your
now
visa is active?
I have my own no company ever did visa for me. I did visa from my own pocket. I even renewed. I just even renewed just recently. I had to renew another visa on my pocket. Let me tell you something. The reason why I put that comment on, like, people get stuck on maid job, because let me tell you for free, 90% of maids I have been with few of ladies who are made. I know them. Most of them are my tenants, and 90% are messed up mentally. I have a story of a Uganda now. Our madam she's Egyptian. She treats her like a piece of shit. So if you are not careful, that's the reason why you won't find Nigerians anymore in maid now. You see majority of East Africa, maybe like Kenya and Ghana, because there are some things you normally would not do to human being. I tell you, these
Okay,
people
the
are
thing.
suffering.
Okay, the thing
Hold on
here
a bit.
is that.
Hold on a bit. Let me just land.
Okay,
At the end of the day, if you are not careful, if you come to this country and I'm a nurse from home, and you are not patient to find something that will not take off your head, and you think after 6 months, I know someone who came here, she didn't get a job, she was in the maid, she had to be flown back to Nigeria because she got messed up mentally. She works like 18 hours, no rest, no food, no. They treat people like bullshit. Let me say something before this my guy talk. I am a master's degree holder from Nigeria. I'm in construction. I lead team. When I came here, I was struggling to get something, and I eventually got a job as a supervisor. They wanted to treat me like a laborer. And I had to say no. If because you want to give me visa and you're trying to, oh yeah, everybody's working, everybody's hard working. No, as a supervisor, I am not supposed to get dirty. I'm not supposed to even lift anything. I supervise people. And they're no. I get this, blah, blah, blah. I left the job because I don't want to be messed up. You can't, and that's you see something about African education. My man, a lot of these people don't even study. A lot of them don't even have education. They don't have university education.
Timmy, please,
So
a minute.
yeah,
Linda, please mute yourself because it's not your turn to speak.
yeah. So a lot of them don't even have education, but because they come and they sell this false story. I went for an interview. The guy looked at me and said, "Why are you here? Why did you go to Canada?" No. Why are you here? Because my CV is something that is so rich. So the point is, people come here, they get frustrated, they want to plug themselves to a job. If you are not very careful, you won't be able to progress. You get stuck in that major because once you come on visit visa, they promise you visa, they don't do it, you never stay, you cannot leave, they don't get you paid, you are forced to do that job. If you now run away, you come outside also, how do you pick up? How do you pick up yourself? I met someone who was in Abu Dhabi station, bus station, for 3 days. She was sleeping there because she ran away from her madam because of the pressures. The man wants to sleep with her. They are not paying her well. She work 18 hours. She sleep in the kitchen. Man. So I tell people, I used to have my ex-girlfriend. She wanted to go into maid. I stopped her. I plugged her in salon. And she's doing well now. I tell ladies now, if you want to get something fast, and because coming here is not because you want to stay here for a long time, because there's no benefit here. There's no future benefit here. What you need to do here is just come here, work 2 years or maybe first contract, second contract, raise money, move elsewhere, and continue your life. But if we are not careful, this place can ruin you. You will not even have money. You will be on overstay. You will be mentally messed up. At the end of the day, so why have you come here? So that is why I'm bothering that comment. That's why I made that comment. So except for people who are very strong-willed, that no matter where they are, they can pick up themselves when they get messed up. they shake it off. But how many of them can do that? How many ladies? Ladies are emotional. How many? So that is the situation of things. So don't let us call black white or white black. It's not that. As I talk to you, I got paid last in January. I earned good money. I got paid last January. I finished a project in March. I'm still trying to drag for salary. It is that bad. So, but we still try to, run around things because you just want to be.
What do
So
you
that's the situation
mean?
of
Your
things. Though.
last pay in January, they are not paying you. Why?
I work in construction, and because they pay good money, check is coming here. Is that story? It's because maybe easy for them to pay maybe 1,000, 1,500 thereabout. So no,
What?
eight workers are consuming maybe 90 or thereabout. We have a lot of overhead, and that's construction for you. No, construction is like that. You finish a project, blah, blah, it's for free. I'm telling you, this
Dimi,
is not a joke.
can I say something before I leave, please? I
Yeah,
got
I'm
to
listening. I'm
work.
listening to you. Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so one thing that I want to discourage many ladies is this issue of agents. This issue of being brought here by agents or anywhere else. Because this person is like they are in trade, they are doing barter trade. You are being sold. And once they have sold you, they do not care. You die, you live, your problem. You see. And I do know that we cannot really tell people not to do it because some of us came from a background that you look back and you do not know where to go. There are no parents there. There is no place. So maybe that is the only option for you to at least run away from poverty. Me, for example, that is the life that I've lived. Because, for example, me, I look back and I say, if I want to go back, if I'm not married, then I have to go to the orphanage. Orphanage where I grew up do not accept you once you're over 18. You see. So sometimes people cannot just stop coming through agents because that is maybe the only option that is available. So, but when you find yourself in this situation, first of all, pinch yourself before you go on that flight. Ask yourself, are you strong enough? Secondly, do not be mumu. If it is not, sometimes, you know what these people have realized, they do not like somebody who speak back to them. When they realize that you're tough, believe me, they will not really mistreat you. Because many people that I've seen, you see these soft people, you say something, yes, madam. You say something, yes, madam.
That's my
They are
testimony.
wrong. They are wrong and you are not saying anything. You are not saying, no, this one I cannot accept. Just the other day,
They're happy
3
because
days
they
ago,
know
I
what
was
they are
telling a
doing is
lady.
wrong and you're accepting it. They know.
Yeah, this lady was complaining to me. Actually, she's from my country and I help her come here. Not really I help her, but there is one lady that I know, an agent. So she told me, please, just anybody you know, this suffering is too much. Even though I did not want it, I still connect them, so she came. So the other day she's complaining to me, they're not giving me time to eat. It is work. I told her, say no, I'm not working without food because the body needs energy to continue. And believe you me, when she stood her ground and she said, no, enough is enough, I'm not going to work without food, the madam gave her food. You see, because the body needs food anyway. But if you are this, especially these our fellow sisters from Uganda are too respectful for life. They're like, yes, madam. Listen, sometimes just stand firm and say, no,
Yeah.
I cannot, I need rest.
No, it's not a
And
sin.
that is it. No is no. But if you are too polite, you're just looking like you see, when somebody looks at you and they know they can walk all over you, they will keep doing it. And it is just like naturally, even women who find themselves in abusive relationship, until you decide to stand up for yourself, no one is ever going to do it for you. And somebody will keep on walking over you until that day when you say, no, enough is enough. You see. So for our sisters, I cannot really say do not come with agents, but if you can be able to go anywhere by yourself, please do it. Also, if you're searching for jobs, especially if you're searching for, maybe you've found yourself here and the only job you can do is this maid, nanny, please, there are very many sites that you can search for jobs, that you can get jobs from other races, apart from Arabs. You do not have to stick to these people, you see, because if you get somebody who is not from here, who is not a local, they also fear the law. When they hear you're gonna involve the police or things like that, they fear.
What
They
has
do
police
not
done
want
so
to.
far? I have had cases. We have followed up cases. How many things will police do? Emiratis is different. Oh, I'm not trying to start the Emiratis. It's not about Emiratis. Pakistani, Indians, people that cannot even hire maids in their own country. They come here and people don't even know how to treat human beings. Do you
Timmy, when you
understand?
stand up for yourself, me, I found
No,
myself
no,
in a
no, no.
situation
These
when you
ladies,
stand
how
up for
many ladies will stand
yourself.
for themselves? You get? How many ladies will stand for themselves? I have
That is
tenants
why I
who have
said
been,
if
yeah,
that's why I
Timmy,
said pinch yourself really well.
Mr. Timmy,
Know
that's why
if
we
you
are
can do
here.
it.
That's why we
yeah.
are here
If
to remind them that they have to stand for themselves.
yeah, if you can do it,
Yeah.
because depression is real.
Mm-hmm.
Depression is real, and recently so many Africans have been dying.
And you know, Gelly, there is
You
another
see?
thing that is alarming lately. Thousands of Africans are on overstay and they are working for these people.
Yeah. So
I know
somebody
so
already knows
many
you do
of
not
them.
have papers, they will do anything they want.
That is it. If you're already on overstay and you're selling yourself to them cheap, what do you expect?
Of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of them do not have any options.
Yeah, because right now I know more than 20 African ladies who are on overstay, but they're in people's houses working as maids. The salary is 1,000. And they go for months without paying them, and they know they will not do anything. They even threaten some of them that if you insist on your salary, I'll throw your things out because they are aware that they don't even
Exactly.
have a place to stay.
That is the point. That is it.
Timmy, you said maid job doesn't have a time frame and pay too low. That's why I said it
Yes,
depends who you're working for. When I was working, and several other girls that have really helped to get a job where I used to work at that time, the pay is from 2,500 going upwards.
can you
You see,
imagine? And they are paying
so
some
it
girls
depends.
With whose family?
12,200.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like 10, that's like 10, that's like 10%. 10% or
No,
Timmy,
no,
5%.
no. Let me tell you, it
No,
was a
this is the
Lebanese
first time I'm
family.
hearing a maid, African maid. I know a Filipino. I know a Filipino who earns 4,000 a maid, but I've never
There are
had two
many.
five for
There are many actually
no,
in
but
that area.
Timmy,
There are so
African ladies.
many.
there are
There are
even
so
Maybe
many.
Africans earning 5,000.
Yes, there are so many, my
It
friend.
all
There are
depends
so
on
many.
who you are and if you know who you are.
And when you go for that interview, because they call you for that interview, they ask you, what salary do you want? You, because you are coming from we are coming from very poor background, and you think if somebody gives you 1,500, that is money. And then you are saying, oh, between 1,000 to 1,500. Of course, they will give you 1,500. What they will give you is 1,500.
Yeah.
But if you say give it higher, make it like between maybe 2,000 to 4,000, so that in between they're at least reasonable. You see. So let us really know what we want.
Mm.
Because even I remember those days going around even in the park, these people do not know English, and one thing that will make these expert families hire you is the type of English that you speak, because they want their children to speak proper English, you see. And do your work perfectly. Do not go into people's business. I also found myself getting a job for one Ugandan girl, and she started seducing the boss. So some of us mess up also. Some of us are good, some of us messed up. But there are nanny jobs, there are maid jobs, paying up to 5,000 dirhams. And the working time, somebody tells you work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 1 hour lunch break, 30 minutes um, breakfast. So depending on how you do your jobs. It is only these locals that do not have timings, that you work like crazy. But Also, it depends. What I'm just saying, my sisters, if you find yourself in this situation, do not be afraid. This
Wow.
person is just human like you. Say, no, I need to eat. No, I need a break. Because you're not a robot. You cannot work like a machine. Sometimes stand up. And you see why the Filipinos, what I came to realize, why they respect them. Filipinos do not take nonsense. So they do not take nonsense. They talk back. They are ready even to fight. I have seen them. But you, because we were colonized, and we have this mentality of they are superior, we are the minority and whatever. You just like, yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, it is good to respect them, but maintain an employee-employer relationship without being rude, but firm. You see, you can communicate your mind without being rude, but still you stay firm. Beyond this, I cannot do. And sometimes just say, excuse me, madam, I need to have a word with you. And say, this is not, if this is not going to happen, then I'm sorry, I cannot continue, because I'm human. Do not be too afraid. Do not be too scared. They are human beings. Blood is red, all of it. Just because of the skin color doesn't change the blood. And also let us try to look at other sides, other sites where we can find these jobs, not only maid CC. Maid CC is useless. Yeah.
Linda, please mute yourself so Girlie can finish.
And also, yeah, somebody saying most Africans are suffering because of, yeah, Mr. Dominic,
Because of
sometimes we look, like I
desperation.
told you, me, for example, you look back and you do not know where you're going. Maybe somebody lost their parents at a very tender age, me being one of them. And if you know, as Africans, relatives are the most useless people you can ever find. They will never do anything for you. So you can imagine, for example, somebody like me, you have gone to school by the mercies of God. People, if you are not bright that you can get scholarships, then you won't have even gone to school. Now you've finished the orphanage. I've said, now you are 18, you need to get out. So where are you going to go back to? Then you find yourself, you're in Dubai. Sometimes it is not that you're desperate, but life has to go on. You need to eat. Maybe you have siblings. Maybe you have children. Yeah, so that means you just take something. But what I'm saying, even if you take it, learn to stand for yourself. Do not despise
Welcome, Mr.
it.
Dominic.
Do not despise it. Just do it with respect, with gratitude to God, but aim higher. Do not take a bath and dry where you've taken a bath. Look at something. And when you get this small money, whenever you go for off on Fridays, on Saturdays, on Sundays, look for something that you can do. Look for something that you can, like, add more skills that can make you change. If you are not good in computers, find something, do it. Me, I like these practical things. I do not like too much reading.
Theory.
Do something that can give you more empowerment, that even if you live here, you can do this. If this nanny job is not working, try to register yourself for driving. There are also female drivers, right? You can get a job like that. Just do something. Do not just sleep there, oh, I am getting this money, now it's enough. Money is not enough.
Never.
Yeah. And also do not, another thing messing, especially our ladies, meeting a man online and then you be sending your money. At the end of your contract, you have nothing. Learn to save your money so that even if it ends, you can go back home and set up something. Do not send all your money to relatives. When you are finished, they will not help you. They will not help you. They will be saying, oh, so and so went to UK and just stayed there. Now she's back with nothing. They will never help you. So I think we just need to learn more and know what we want in this life. Otherwise, above everything, if you are Muslim, trust in Allah. If you are Christian, our God is able. You see. And
Amen.
what I preach, and I keep on preaching, even when I go to work, I talk to my African people, let us love one another. Me, I
Love
see
is the
you, a
greatest.
black person, I am eager to talk to you. Because whether you come from Nigeria, whether you come from where, you are my sister, you are my brother. See, if something happens and Africans are sitting somewhere, even organized, nobody will know this one is coming from where, this one is coming from where. We are all Africans. Let us love one another. You get
Thank
an
you so much.
opportunity for job, if you can give it for somebody, please just refer somebody, refer. And this is where these Filipinos are ahead of us. They will always connect one another to jobs.
Mm.
And they are not, Philippines is big.
Please, guys, for those just joining, mute yourselves.
It
Thank
is
you.
it is not just Manila or somewhere. They speak even different languages, but
Mhm.
still they
They connect each
connect
other.
one another. You
Yeah.
see, if you find something like we come online like this, somebody is looking for a job, you have an opportunity. You don't have to sell that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to your sister or your brother or some. God is gonna reward you. And it's gonna come in big time. It's like a loan. You're giving
For
it as a
sure.
loan. It's gonna come back.
For sure.
Yeah. So love. That's all I preach. Love.
Thank you
Love,
so much,
love,
Kelly.
love.
Thank you so much. We really
Otherwise,
do appreciate you.
yeah, you have a lovely evening, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
May God continue to enrich you, empower you, and grant your heart desire. Sincerely, you've blessed us with everything. Most importantly, love. Love. Love is the greatest. That's what we need as Africans. An African is
Exactly.
an African. They will never say, even if they are saying Nigerian, Nigerian, the fact that you're black, they'll one day call you Nigerian.
Eh,
So we are
you
Africans.
are saying I had, let me tell you, sorry guys, I one time had an experience. I went to the pool with a baby, and this guy was not like, I am an outsider. I didn't know that this type of racism still exists. This guy talked to me so rudely, so rudely, and he's just a lifeguard. It's not like he's some kind of somebody that is so superior. And the type of English he was speaking, I was even, what is this guy now speaking?
Oh my. Thanks for joining, Kofi.
And he talks so, it's like, we are not supposed to go in the pool. I'm already in my swimming costume. I want to go inside with the baby. This guy was like talking a lot of nonsense and even saying, you Africans. Luckily, my boss was near at that time. My the boss, the man came from South Africa. So as much as he's Irish, he was Irish, but he came from South Africa. That is what he put that guy in place. So do you mean if she's African, then she's not supposed to be here? Or what do you mean? It was really messy. But I thank God that some people do not really look at the skin color. So if we ourselves, we do not love each other, who is supposed to love us? If you want to say you discriminate all Nigerians, all this, you see, me, I have some houses. I took some houses there in Sharjah, though I don't live in Sharjah. But you see, anytime I don't rent to Nigerians. Me, I don't rent. So if you do not want to give your fellow Africans room, who do you
That's
want?
the
Huh?
question.
And some people, my fellow Africans also in the room saying, oh, if you bring Nigerians, we leave. You leave.
Leave.
So what if you
Want them
leave?
to come.
Because just because one person, each and every country has bad people
People.
and has
Yeah.
good people. Just because you had an experience with one Nigeria who messed up doesn't mean all of them are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you as an African go up and down and be saying, oh, Nigerians, oh, Kenyans, oh, Tanzanians, then who is gonna love us? Who is
That's
gonna
the
be
big
here for us?
question.
Let us love one another.
Thank you so much, Gelly. Because of time, we
Yeah,
need to
I
give the
will
mic
go.
to another person. Sincerely, we really do appreciate you.
It's okay,
I am
thank you.
sure this is your first time.
Yeah, in your life, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your presence and all your words of encouragement and prayer. I believe all these people we have here are listening to all these words of wisdom coming from your mouth. Like the thing was just, it was just flowing. We really do appreciate you and warm greetings to your family. Uh, Someone says, hello, my people. Keep on preaching the gospel of truth. May God bless you. Thank you so much, Samuel Bitex. We appreciate you too for joining. Welcome, Roland. Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for joining. We are here discussing life for Africans in the diaspora and the way forward. We just want to progress, we want to grow, and we believe we can only grow by sharing our experiences, by sharing our stories, and giving people different ideas on how they can move forward. Usually we say if you have any job opportunity, tell us here, and whoever is searching for a job can follow you directly and follow up on how to get the job. So we still have other guests who are ready to speak to us, to maybe tell us their experiences or the experience of someone they know, maybe their neighbor, a family member, a colleague, it could be anybody. So we are going to ask Diamond Pinky. Hello, Diamond. Because we've had Timmy, we've had Gelly. Diamond, hello. And Samuel Bitek says it's getting worse day by day. Africa against Africa, division everywhere. That is it. But we can bring the change. It can start here on TikTok. It can start here on social media by us spreading the good news, by us talking about love, unity amongst Africans. And thank God we still have people who are willing to talk about love. So, hello, since Diamond. Hello, Rosie Storm. Thanks for joining. Since Diamond is busy and she can't hear us now, let's take the next guest. We have Born to Do It. Hello. And I think we still have someone else. I'm looking for you. I want to get your full name. Think with me. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How is
Welcome,
everybody?
bro. Good evening. Please tell us where you're streaming from, and then you can go ahead with your contribution.
Is it me?
Yeah, Born to Do It, please mute yourself so Think with me can go ahead because I tried notifying you for about few minutes and you were unable to get me. Hello? Hello, Mr. Think with me. Thank you so much, Samuel Bitex. We are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time. We just talk about life for Africans in the diaspora and the way forward. After this, we upload the full video on YouTube, and my YouTube name is K and Mom's Reality. So if you're interested to watch the other episodes of this program, you can check out my YouTube channel, K and Mom's Reality, just like K and Mom's Reality. We upload the full video and you can watch, you can share it to someone you love, someone you know who wants to know more about life for Africans in the diaspora. It is always good to be informed. It is always good to watch some of such videos, to listen to such stories, because it's going to empower you. It's going to prepare you, especially those who are still in Africa, intending to travel to the diaspora. It could be anywhere. Whatever is happening in the UAE, trust me, it's happening in other parts of the world. It's not like UAE is a supernatural country or it's just too much, too much, too much. No, it's the same everywhere. Hello, born to do it. Hello, Mr. Born to do it. I don't know what's happening to my guest. I have 4 of them here. And hello, who
Hello.
is
Hello, good
available?
evening.
Yes, Diamond,
I'm
good evening.
available.
Yeah. Good
Oh,
evening.
now I have Diamond and Born to do it. Mr. Born to do it, ladies before gentlemen, please let's just have Diamond for a few minutes and then you will go ahead. Hello, Diamond, you've got the mic. Tell us where you're streaming from and then your contribution.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening and welcome. We are glad to have you.
Thank you. Well, I'm streaming from Dubai. I'm in Dubai here.
Ooh,
Business
we still
Bay.
have
That's
another
where I
hustler.
stay. So I heard what Gelly was saying. So
Mm.
really, I'm happy to hear that, and I say thank you for her wisdoms, because I can see a lot of girls here. They are really in trouble, and some of them are trying to meet up to their target and to help their family, but still they will face one thing or the other. But I could believe now I heard from girlies, I can be able to talk to them, tell them what they will do and how to hold themselves and how to stand for themselves. So it's also a lesson to me. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for that.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm okay. So I don't have much thing to say. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you so much. You know, sometimes we talk about our experiences from maybe the day we conceived the idea of traveling. We can maybe talk about whoever that assisted us in traveling, the information
Mm.
they gave us before that
Mm.
made that convinced us to make our minds to travel. Sometimes we talk
Mm.
about the amount of money we spent just to travel. Like we just talk about a whole lot. We talk about the period of time it took us to get a job, the kind of first job we had, how many jobs we've done for the period of time we've been here. It's nice
Okay.
to hear all these ideas and people that have the spirit. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too for being here. Fonsa, welcome. Okay, Gelly, so do you have anything more for us?
Kelly's mute.
Okay, it's fine.
We,
Hello, Born to do it. Are you
I
available?
will I would like to chip in something if I'm able to speak.
Okay, yes, Diamond, you still got the mic.
Okay. When I came to this country, before I came, there was this agent or guy, or what I would call the guy. So although I'm from Nigeria,
Okay.
so, and let me say I'm the breadwinner of my family. Do you understand?
Mm.
So I met this guy. This guy was like, okay, can you travel to Dubai, and I will got you a job in Dubai Mall. You understand? Then you'll be
Mm-hmm.
working, then you will settle my bills for bringing you in Dubai. So I was very, very interested. I was very happy. Like, I was willing to come. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then they started the process, everything. Then when my visa came out, then I went for Abuja for interview and then stamp and everything. Then finally I came to Dubai. The very day I landed to Dubai, okay, I went to this guy's house. The guy took away my passport, my mobile, my clothes, my luggages. I was like, what is going on? This is not what we agreed on, and this is not what we talked about before I started coming. He was like, oh, no problem, everything will be fine. So the following day, then the guy took me to Fujairah. He handed me over to his girlfriend. and took me to Fujairah. So I was like, where is this place? You told me that I'm going to work in Dubai more. So why are you bringing me to this village? Do you know what this guy brought me here to do for him? To work as a prostitute, as in to be giving him money.
Oh my.
As in, I was like, me. And I'm working in Nigeria where I'm earning a good salary to take care of my family. You pulled me out from there, bring me to Dubai so that I will be a prostitute working for you, giving you money for what? This is not what we talked about. So you have to take me back to Nigeria. Or you kill me here so that I will know that like I'm nothing. And I came here to just suffer and die for nothing. So I started giving him issues, problem, calling police here and here. After then, what happened? The girl brought his gang or what? He's a cultist. I never knew he's a cultist. So when I was giving him that issues, he brought his friends. They came to Fujairah to come and beat me. They beat me, yeah. They beat me that night. Then I found my way to run away from there. So when I ran away that night, I slept in the bus station for like 2 days. Then I met one guy, will I call it Pakistan or what? Because I didn't know them. I couldn't identify which country
Mm-hmm.
they were from. Yeah. So the
Mm-hmm.
guy was like, what am I doing here? I started explaining to him. But then he understand English. So he now gave me 50 dirhams to enter taxi and go if it is Charger or Dubai, anywhere that can be safe.
Mm.
Because also he doesn't have Emirate ID. He can't do anything. So I took the money from him. Then I entered taxi and come to Sharjah. The money that the taxi money wasn't enough. So someone, one black like that, just helped me to pay the money. Finish. Then he was asking me what happened, where am I coming from? So I explained everything to him. He now took me in to his house. Then gave me water to shower. Then I ate that night. Then after in the morning, so the person that brought me to Dubai was like looking for me, giving my pictures to different people to look for me, that I ran away. I didn't want to pay his money. I don't want to hustle. So people were looking for me. God's so kind to me. The guy that I ran into his hand was very, very ready to fight. Even if, as in for him to die or we would die together. So then the guy was like, okay, do I have that my boss number? I said, yes. I gave him that my boss number. They called the guy. The guy now came. Unfortunately, someone that he knows also, he was like, okay, why are you doing this to this girl? He said that she can't do it. Then leave her alone. The guy said, no, that is not going to leave me, that I must pay the money. See. Then I will do a shower to pay you money and you collect the money. The boy said, okay, Ayana, let's start the war. They started fighting for the issue then. Thank God. Finally, the guy that took me in, when the battle, they took my passport from him. Then they let him, my boss now let me go. Before he let me go, every time he will be sending me messages that he's going to kill me, threatening me for no reason. He's going to kill me. He will do this to me. And you take my pictures to Babalogo in Nigeria. He will kill me. I said, okay, fine, do it. If that will make you happy and God is seeing everything, go ahead with it. So finally, what happened? Because he's in cultist, then his fellow men or fellow cultist or what still killed him. He's dead in this country now.
Oh.
So I was like, this is how God fights for. Not only me, I'm not the first person. If you see other girls, they are crying every day, every moment, every minute. So I was the one that gave him problems. Others couldn't talk. Others couldn't do anything. Every day they would be crying, doing the same thing just to give him the money. I said, no, not for me. Not be my this one not will work for him now. So that is how he end his life. Because I believe that whatever he did that cost him his life is much.
Oh my,
Like,
you've been through a lot.
I should explain, really. Nobody will live this life, but thank God for everything. I'm free, and other girls are
Thank
also
God
free.
for you. Thank God for you. Sincerely, see, these are the kind of stories we need. Africans, please, let's not keep quiet. Our sisters are still falling into same situations every day because you just meet someone, maybe he will call himself a family friend. Trust me, those people are demons. They are devils. Trust me. Because I'm sure, Diamond, you could not believe he could do that to you, right?
I cannot, because this guy came as somebody that wants to marry me, like somebody that loves. Hey, sis, I should explain. Nobody will live this life.
Mata,
Yes.
you know,
Hello. Welcome.
we thank God. We thank God for your. Thank you. We thank God that you share your experience like this, and for people to learn from it. I just have some question like that. When the guy told you when you are back home that he's going to do your, did you pay any money before you accepted that?
I didn't get you, bro. Sorry.
Diamond,
Yeah, I'm
I
here.
said by the time the guy is, asking you that he's going to give you visa, he's going to process everything.
Mm.
Did you pay the guy little money before you arrived to Dubai?
I asked him if I would pay. He said no, that I'm not going to pay for
But
anything. That he's going
this
to
is
sponsor
this
me.
is not only Dubai, or people are victim of all these things. Not only Dubai, even Cairo, anywhere, Libya, like that, even UK, US. This is what our ladies, most especially our ladies, who learn from this. When you see someone that said you don't need passport, you will just find yourself in Dubai just like that. Don't worry, you just come. At the end of the day, they won't give a good story about that. So I know many of people are listening to your words, to your voice, and they have grabbed one or two things from it. So it's an advice to everybody, if you see anyone, even whether you know the person or you didn't know the person, if the person asks you that, yeah, you need to come so place without spending your one dime, just know the things, it will not come out good at the
Bro,
end.
bro,
So it's better we should just, yes,
bro.
yes.
Sorry to cut you short, huh? I
Yeah, I'm
have one
hearing
girl. I
you.
have one
Okay.
girl. Her name is Sandy. Hmm? This girl spent everything from her passport, her visa, her flight ticket, even the money she paid for her for room where she will stay before she get a job. Could you imagine that the agent ate everything? The agent ate everything that this girl couldn't even, like, gosh. When this girl came to this country, she was she was stranded, and still the person that she gave the money to do visa ticket for her and visa, the guy couldn't do anything. The guy just ate the money, then gave passed the girls details to one guy they called Alhaji or whatever, I don't know, that the Alhaji should help her. The guy that she gave the money was doing this to her, but she doesn't know. So the guy was
Oh,
like, okay, that he's going to help her do the ticket. That when the ticket comes out, when she comes to this country, that she's going to pay back. The two guys we are discussing among themselves. The girl doesn't know. The girl is in Nigeria, sending money to the other guy. The other guy was eating the money, then telling the Alhaji to help her, that she doesn't have anything to do, that she doesn't have anything, as in money to settle for her bills. Why the girl has already paid everything for herself. Then when the girl came to this country, the Alhaji was the one that picked her from airport, then put her in a hustling house where she'll be hustling to pay her money. The girl was like, she's not going to do this because she paid everything. This caused issues. Do you know the kind of issue this caused? So it's not that even though you paid for your bills, there must be someone that will backstab you. So that's
You
what
know,
I'm trying to
there's a
let you know, that
consequence on those people. Yes, I know. Even me too, I have my own experience as a man as well. Before I arrived I'm in Dubai as well, and I have my own experience as well. You know, in all those people, that they lie to people, they pay money to them, and then they spend it on their own without doing what they collected that money for. You know, even if you don't fight for yourself, even the money they collected from you, from your hand, they already fight for you. If you check most of their life, it can never be well, or their life can never balance. You know, why God help you like that is because you really you trust, and then you really serve your God. That's why just God just help you in a easy way like that. That a lot
Olalight.
of people yes.
Let me tell you something. Many of these agents, for maid jobs, like for ladies, when they bring them here, you are not supposed to pay anything. These agents are not supposed to charge anything for ladies. But what I can tell ladies, if you're
Even
brought
for
here,
everybody, not only ladies, everybody.
no,
If
men,
they
they do
want
pay
to
a,
be able to
a
work.
very huge commission. Men pay a very huge commission because they are not going to work in people's houses. So if you come here as a woman, as a lady, you've come here to work as a maid or whatever, please, number one, when you go for this interview, because you go for interview and there is trial for maybe 2-3 days, within a day or two, you are able to see this type of woman you're being brought, because normally they have other people also. So you are able to
Yes.
tell. Refuse. If you see it is not working, stick to the agent that has brought you to that house. Refuse. Do not be left there at no cost. Be like a mad person. Say no. You get it? Do not. That's why I said when I was talking earlier, I said do
Okay,
not be too
see what
soft.
this guy is writing here. Before I left Nigeria, I paid about 2 million naira, then paid 1 million naira for flight. I came with first class.
I know. Last year,
Continue. Please,
last
one minute.
year,
Continue. He says, Bahrain is not a place
A
one
place
can
you
stay.
can stay.
oh,
A lot
sorry,
of
A
sis.
lot of
Nigerians are
Nigerians are
running back.
running back.
Of
One
course.
bad thing is you sign a contract, you can't leave until 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, so let us just learn, and let us learn to ask more questions. Like I said, ask questions. Ask questions. Do not just go because you're desperate for a job, because you
Sister,
can die.
even though, sister,
Last
sorry.
year, last year, an agent brought 40 people, 40 Kenyan people, and they were left in Sharjah. You meet somebody and they had paid, I don't know how much, 150,000 Kenyan shillings is in Naira. It's a lot of money. Each and everyone paid. Some of them took loans. One even died of depression last year. He threw himself through the window because of how agents are messing people. You see, 40 people, and I had to house them for 3 months. And I was like, now I need to get you guys out because I have to pay bills. I have to pay the electricity, and they do not have money, nowhere to get money to pay you, even for the bed space. So the agents are really, really messing people. You cannot blame somebody. I cannot even blame a Diamond. I cannot blame anybody on this. The agents are
No, I
messing.
don't blame anybody. It just I
Yeah.
just thank
So
her
what I
that
am just trying to
she
put
really
it, and
bold,
I'm
to
reminding our
share her
ladies or our
experience to
men,
us and
if
for
the
people to
agent
learn.
brings you
Yes.
there for the trial as a woman, because the agent will take you up to there. If you see it's not gonna work, if I do believe we have another sense in us.
That's
When it
what they
is
brought
bad,
to
you
the
can
issue
sense.
because I didn't agree. I was
If you
giving
sense
him
it,
fight,
my
problem, like
sister
shouting like a mad
refused.
woman. That's why he couldn't bear me, like he couldn't even endure what I was doing. Then he wanted to leave me there and go. It's not possible now. We will die together and I did crazy.
Exactly, refuse, totally refuse, because otherwise you can die there. Just say no, I'm going back with you. Be like a mad person. Just lose it. Let him call you crazy, but lose it. Say no, I'm not remaining here. Be firm. You see, even a soft person has their limits. When they decide
Yeah.
they wanna be tough, they will be tough.
Uh-huh.
That's one thing I believe. Because even I never used to talk. Life has taught me how to talk. Now I can talk back to people. Before growing up, I would just be like crawling and they will speak, oh, we are not charity home, and I will just cry and cry and
No,
cry.
you can't.
Nowadays, I
You
don't
you
cry.
can't be in Dubai. You
I
can't be in
face
Dubai
you.
and still remain the same. You have to be. You have to be. You have to be crazy.
Exactly,
That's how
exactly.
Dubai
If you
is. You
see
have
me
to be
nowadays,
crazy.
I talk like a noisy hornbill. I don't even believe it is me. I look in the mirror and I say, no, is it really me?
If
You see?
if this
Yeah.
our host, recognize my eyes, we know that this is a gentle guy. But not, I'm not a gentle guy at all. So and it's Dubai that pushed me to those levels. For
Yeah.
me,
So
I
ladies, let
help
us be
people in the way I
strong-willed.
can. I try
And
to,
the
but
most problem I have
in
with these
anything
agents, them,
about agents or whatever, I dislike them because what they did to me as well. If I start open up and tell people here, it
Bro,
is really full grant.
bro,
So let's
see,
just overhead.
we will never heal if we don't share it. Like,
yeah,
yes, I was able to heal
Oh,
because I shared my
I
experience.
know, I know.
You know,
Everyone,
sometimes we
everyone
think it's
has
not
it.
bothering us. We think we don't
Mm.
feel hurt about it, but it's a lie. Until maybe you start sharing it, you start talking about it, then you feel the pain, and you feel like the pain, the burden has been taken away.
like me now. All these years I've
Thank
been
you.
having this in my body, like in my mind. It's really
Yes, I
disturbing
know.
me. I'm really hot about it. But now I could say it out, so I'm free. Like
Yeah,
in my
that's the
mind,
No,
it's
spirit,
free.
for me,
Diamond.
anything like agent stuff, I dislike it. Anything since then, anything like agent, or if you take me to somewhere or you take someone to somewhere and you are stand to collect money from them, I will never be your friend again. So anything like agent, whatever, I don't. We are not friends. That's me.
And the most thing that pains me a lot about this is that the agent will tell you that, and when you come here, you make it within 3 months. As in, they will tell you what you like. You will be eager to move immediately. They will wash your brain, eh? Right. They will not tell you everything. They will not tell you the truth about this coming of a thing.
1 minute.
Like
Gelly says, I rescued one lady from Ghana because of talking. At least I got to know her problem. Let's preach love. Thank you so much, Gelly. God will bless you for preaching love and for encouraging people to preach love. A Diamond, you were saying something.
yeah, I was saying about the agent, the way they will make you feel, like the
Blanche,
way they will
thanks for
talk to
joining.
you. They will try to wash your brain, telling you good things about the country that you are trying to come. After, when you come to the country, you see that this is not what exactly they told you that you are coming as in, that you are seeing. Do you understand? Like when I was in Africa, and I asked him, "Am I supposed to pay for anything?" He said no. Do you
Okay,
understand?
yes. Blanche, you're not late actually. The thing is, we have our sister here, Diamond. She shared her experience with us. She was tricked by her fellow African brother that made her leave Nigeria for UAE, thinking she's coming to work in Dubai more for what. only to come here and discover that the guy expected her to come and do prostitution. When she got here, the guy took her passport and took her luggage and wanted to force her to go into it. And God so kind, God directed her. She kept on refusing, that she doesn't want to do the job because she was supposed to do it and pay the guy, because she actually came on free sponsorship. That's why we usually preach against free sponsorship, because there's nothing in this life that is free. You know, guys, nothing is free. So free sponsorship is already a red flag. So girls out there, please, both men and women, do not accept free sponsorship. There is always a point of interest at the end of it. Just try it. Just like our sister Diamond is telling us her story today, you come and testify tomorrow about yours. That if you try, you make an attempt to embark on a free sponsorship on anything in life. Yeah, so God preserved her and she didn't actually go into it. And the guy was a cultist, and one thing led to another. Today he's dead. He died here in Dubai. So you can imagine. Thank you so much, Gelly. We really do appreciate your presence. We really do appreciate you. Go well. May God keep preserving and protecting you, enrich you in all aspects of life. We love you.
Amen.
Think with me. I have been trying. Okay. Okay, he says he got network finally. I have accepted your request. You can come and share your experience with us, but you start by telling us where you're streaming from. Hello, Mr. Think with me.
Hello?
Yes. Good
How are
evening,
you?
Ray. Mr.
Good evening.
Ray.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening and welcome. Please start by telling us where you're streaming from and then your contribution.
Yeah, I'm streaming from Dubai,
Okay.
Jabal Ali area.
Wow. We love
Yeah,
hustlers.
yeah. I just say let me put one or two comments on that.
Okay.
I think one of the problems we have is that a lot of people don't speak up. If you are fortunate that they bring you to Dubai, unfortunately you find out that what they told you is not it. Speak up immediately, because some of the time I have a conversation with people saying that they got into prostitute because they were forced. I always tell them that no matter how, even though you are afraid of the police, one thing that is sure is that if you speak up, if you at least even if you walk into the road and you see one or two African people, you will see someone who, before you talk to 6, 7, 10 people, you will see someone who can actually guide you, somebody who will assist you. Africa is not as bad as that. Just see a black man, talk to him that, oh, I found out myself, I come to this country and I found out this, what happened, and what can you advise? You will see someone who actually going to help you or who's actually going to guide you. So most of the time we don't speak up. I don't know why people are so ashamed and are so
Like,
afraid to speak up. You
yeah, like
understand?
the girls that I
So
met
and
there when I came to Dubai, I saw like about 9 or 10 girls. Every time they would be crying. Like, why are you crying? Can't you speak for yourself? Can't you fight? And you still have visa. This is visiting visa. You can fight for yourself.
yes, and most of the time I don't know why people get afraid so much about
No.
talking to police, reporting people. Even though if somebody is a cultist, thank God we are in a country, and that is another thing I want to tell all our viewers or everybody online, that no matter what happens, forget somebody is a cultist, somebody is in this country, someone cannot go. If you somebody, so a cultist cannot threaten you in this country, except you kept quiet, you are not talking. A cultist, I can tell you, not cultist, because you are not talking. My brother and sister, if you find somebody that is claiming is a cultist, report the person to the police immediately. You don't need to be afraid of anything. Just get the details of the person, report the person. Even though there are millions, report them. This is a good country. It's not in Nigeria, it's not in Africa, that somebody will be threatening you. That is one of the things that I'm getting. Each time I hear somebody say somebody is a cultist in this country, I just smile. Let the cultist come out that he is a cultist in this country. Let the person come out and say, I'm a cultist.
My own opinion.
So even I'm
Before a
sorry,
cultist can
anytime
get
you
to
see somebody threatening themselves there as a cultist, come out, speak, go to the police station, report. If you cannot report,
what
maybe
business?
sometimes you
What
don't have
business have?
visa, you don't have anything. Talk to people who have visa. Talk to people who can help you. Report, because one of the things that I see that we are still having problem as an Africa is that we still continue saying somebody is a cultist and it cannot be. This country did not allow that, and you will get help immediately. You report. That's one beautiful thing about Dubai. You get help immediately. So if at all you don't have visa, you have issue, report to people who can help you to report. And I can bet you will get help immediately. It's better than dying in silence or somebody threatening your life. Or so, unless, I'm always saying, please, my brother and sister, nobody can threaten your life in Dubai. Please let us know that. Nobody can threaten, except you just want to get threatened. Nobody can threaten your life in Dubai. This is Dubai, this is not Africa. If anybody is so bold, I'm a cultist. Nah. If the person can boldly say that, you have evidence that this person is a cultist, that is the end for the person. Very simple. Just report the person. You don't even need to go to a police station. Call, give them the details. They will knife the person. So I think we
Thank you
should
so much,
start
Mr.
knowing
Bright.
that we can speak up, we can talk, and because a lot of Africans die inside. Okay, let me give you an example. I'm sorry taking your time. Somebody was forced, like this sister said, to a prostitute, and they also beat her up for not just for a minute. They beat her like if you see this lady body for not paying in time or thereabout. But when I found out, I just found out that, well, she's okay with it, because I told her, I said, forget, I did not have visa, they seized my passport. We said, you can get this resolved. So I think we should start speaking up, and this is a avenue that will also help. When people listen, you should not be so afraid because I don't have visa, because most of the excuse people give is, I don't have visa. I don't have visa because it is not an excuse these days, my dear. You understand? Just if anybody is maltreating you, make sure you get the details, how they can nab the person, how they can get the person, make a call. Within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, the police will come. Give them the details. Download your details. You can use other people's phone. You can download the details. Police will come. So it is not about, I cannot go to the police station to report. It's because I don't have visa. Sometimes the police is not as stupid as you see them. They are not even stupid. Even though in Dubai, if you have problem, you report yourself. I've seen somebody who went to report an agent in Naif police station in Dubai. The guy is from Liberia. He did not even have visa. Funny enough, he did not have visa, and he went to the police station inside the Naif and go and report the agent. Do you know what the police did? Though they owed him for a day, later they released him. They said because he doesn't have issue, though he said he's not with his visa. They released him, they let him go, and then they actually took his complaint. Wow. And at the end of the day, they were able to even cut the guy. I don't know how they later discovered it, but the guy is still in Dubai. In fact, the guy is in overstay more than 7 months now. He's still in Dubai, still working as a car wash guy. And he's still living free. But in fact, I discouraged him not to even go to call, but he went into the police station himself and report. And nothing happened to him. Till today, I told you he doesn't even have visa because he's on visiting visa. So it's not as bad. Why I'm giving you this, I'm not saying everybody should walk into the police, but I'm just saying sometimes when you get too afraid of things, you get soaked in problem. And those problems will overtake you most of the time. You will now discover that a lot of people who are doing prostitution today, most of them, if not all, let me say maybe 60, 70% were forced. But to me, it is their fault. They choose to. There are a lot of ways you can resolve. When you find yourself in a situation, first thing I always advise people, first think, relax for a minute. I've found myself in any situation you find yourself in life, just take a minute, relax, think, what should I do next? If you cannot find out something to do, talk to people, 1 or 2 people. And if you can, within a minute, a lot of people also hide.
Mr. Oba is saying something here. He says they choose to be ignorant.
Yeah. So most of the
Okay.
time is because, so
Thank you
what I
so
want
much,
to advise
Mr.
is that
Rice.
people should talk. People should talk. People should
Yeah.
speak up.
That's why we are here.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the platform.
We appreciate you for coming. We appreciate you for encouraging our brothers and sisters. And we appreciate you for pinpointing the aspect that, irrespective of your status, whether you're on overstay or what, you can still lay a complaint about someone. Don't die in silence. Sincerely, people need to hear this.
Yeah, sure.
Because there are some people who are even just scared to even go into the police station.
No, the police station. The police is not as bad. I knew, in fact, I still knew some ladies that went to the police station. They don't even. Okay, let me give you an example. In my building that I was living, at least I can remember. I will not mention the name because the place is popular and it's possible, and you understand. People know that when I was in, you understand. Police came. They raid people. In fact, they caught them in where they, in some building they have where they sell African sell drinks. They caught them, and they are up to 10, and they took them and they released them the next day. They don't have paper. We thought they have gone. They said they only want to test them for drug. Since they did not find drug, and they leave them. I swear.
Wow.
This is a life story. It's not. So sometimes it's not. See, anytime you don't have visa, police just throw you out. No. It's not as bad as that. They listen to you most of the time. The police are not. Don't be so afraid.
Hello, guys.
Of Dubai police to the
Hello,
extent that you
Mr.
think you
Joseph.
cannot make a
Thanks for
complaint.
joining.
Yeah. So don't think you cannot make a complaint at all. It's not as bad. What I'm telling you is a live experience. I'm not telling you history. People were caught. They don't have.
Hi, guys.
documents.
Pleasure to
They
join you
even
guys.
release them.
It's
Because
a pleasure
police
to
work
have
most
you.
of the time on purpose. Dubai police work on purpose. Let me give you an example. Those times that they are picking people, anybody that they pick within that time, they will pick him. It's not even the police that are picking people. It's all this, what are they called? You understand? So you should also be aware. Most of the time, when you complain to police, it's not as if they are so bad, they will just pick you up and say, you are going to Nigeria. No. Or you are going to Ghana. Or you are going, no. They don't pick people up sometimes like that. Most of the time,
Yeah, bro, you're very correct.
this is how the Dubai police will complain. They will listen to your complaint.
Mr. Rice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Due to time, and we have several people who want to talk today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we really do appreciate your presence and your contribution. So we'll take the next speaker.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Joseph.
Hi, Mata, how are you? You good?
I'm fine. I'm good. Thanks for joining.
Welcome. I listened to Rice speak. Everything he spoke made sense, and it's actually real. Cause I've been here in UAE for about 7 years, and I'm a human resources specialist. I've also been into overstay, and I've had cases with police. So I actually fit into this discussion. I've been in overstay for some time, and I approached the police station while in overstay, and they treated my case without even asking me about my overstay stuff. When you go to the police, they attend to you based on what you come. And the police is not the people managing overstay case. It's the CID that's responsible for overstay stuff. So if you have any issue, I actually had an issue with an employer. I was overstaying my visa and I was employed by this person, and he maltreated me and he did some negative stuff about me on social media. So I filed a case while in overstay, and I won the case while in overstay.
Yeah, it's great. You can see.
Yeah. So nobody should be scared of the police. The police is there to resolve
is not as bad as people
issues.
Feel.
One minute, please. Mr. Think with me. I am sorry. Mr. Joseph just came in and took the mic. We had a queue, and Mr. Think with me was the next. I really do apologize for that. But please, let's just give him the opportunity to finish, and then we'll go back to Mr. Think with me. So, Mr. Joseph, you can continue.
Yeah, so if someone is saying it's because I'm not a Nigerian. True, I'm not a Nigerian, but when the police is attending to your case, they don't attend to your case based on your nationality. No,
bro, don't mind those people. They
don't attend to your case based on nationality. And you keep on saying because you are a Nigerian or because you are not a Nigerian, remove that
That
stigma
doesn't
of
matter.
Nigeria. Remove that stigma, because
Yes.
even
No,
though they
those
are
people
still
that
saying
even gave
that,
example are
uh,
Nigerians.
uh, those who are still saying that Nigerians don't
Mis-
get job here or Nigerians don't get hired, we are hiring Nigerians in our companies. I know of companies hiring Nigerians. I know of expert Nigerians that are here. I know of Nigerians lowest level getting jobs. So you just remove that stigma about being a Nigerian or being an African. If you go to the
Now
police
you
Mr.
station,
mute
Joseph,
yourself.
if you walk into a police station,
Mr.
they will
Joseph,
not
don't
ask
mind
you where
them.
are you coming from. They will ask you what is your
Let
problem.
me tell you my story as well. You know, last year I I removed myself because the company are not good to me. Then I found another job, and I asked this guy, okay, what do you need for me to continue to use your visa? So we have an agreement, and I pay 3,000. He asked me to pay for the visa. So
Yeah.
not knowing that after I left the company, I thought I have the visa, whatever, the visa is still going. Then when I earlier this February, so my visa is supposed to expire March. So earlier this February, then I asked him, can you cancel me, or
He cannot
what can you
cancel
do?
you.
Yes, I know. Wait, can you cancel me that my new company want to renew my visa like that, like that? So he went ahead, not knowing that he already put absconding on me,
Yeah, of course.
which I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Then I went to Tashir. I said, I got another offer. And I asked this company to, to cancel me because another company want to do my visa. Then they told me, okay, give me your details. I gave them my details, and they brought it out that I was absconding. Then I called this guy. What am I done for you? What did I did wrong? We have an
No, he did not
agreement,
do
and I pay
anything
you.
wrong. He did not do
I did
anything
not
wrong.
do anything wrong.
Let me explain to you what
Yeah, wait,
happened.
bro. No, for those people that said because they are Nigeria, that's why I brought this issue of mine.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't even mind this guy. Once he just dribble me like that, then I asked some people. I said, now what can I do? I want to remove absconding. When you are absconding, you are automatically labor ban.
Yeah.
So people are saying don't go to Alawi. They will detain you. They will do this. They will do that. It's a lie. I went there by myself, removed my absconding by myself. I went to immigration, Jafleya, do the cancellation by myself. I went to labor, do the labor ban by myself within a month.
Very good. Very good.
As
I can remember
Nigeria,
in
and people are saying
2017,
Nigeria.
I went to Kaledea
Then
police station in Abu
they,
Dhabi.
they told me, people have told me, if you go to Manara Center, if you don't have visa, if your visa is expired, you cancel, they will detain you. I said, no, I
No,
don't believe that.
people are just
Then I
having
went to Amanara Center. Before my probation period got finished this month. Then I went there. I said, now they don't give visa, and I want to change my visa to visit. They are the one advised me. They said, no, don't change your visa to
go and get a
visit
job.
visa, because the higher the overstay will be higher than when you are
Yeah.
resident,
Yeah.
because resident is lower, and
Yeah.
then you can even do a favor for yourself,
Yeah.
as if you are still you are using on a visit while you are on resident, because when you get job, it's easy for your company to process your visa. No matter
Yeah.
how overstay you are, you will just come back here. We will give you your reduced overstay discount or deduction, whatever. Then they will make
Bro,
process
like I
to
said,
be done. Everything will be
before,
fine.
this
So
country is
some
very
people
specific.
are in some people are in this fairness of of mouth, fairness
No.
of some others' mouth. They cannot
No.
go ahead for themselves. They will say,
No.
no, don't go there. They will do this, they will do that. It's a lie. You have
Yeah.
to take a step and see whether they will do
Exactly.
the same thing or they will not. They are
Look,
not mad.
this
They are
country
human beings.
is very structured. This country is very
Uh-huh.
structured. If
So
it doesn't concern the police
this thing
will not
happened to
come in.
me, and I experienced it, and I did everything clear, and I'm okay now.
2017, I was in overstay. I was in a situation where I gave money for a job, to buy a job or whatever. They took the money and went away. I did not have rent. I took my bag. I went to the police station that I want to go back home. You know what the police told me? Bro, this is not our department. It doesn't concern us. If you want to go back home, go to immigration. Take your bag and go back home. Somebody in overstay in the police station. Then the police is asking him to go back home.
The other guy, they just send him back. They did not even detain him. They just send him
No,
back.
they just send me back to the
So
house.
it's good, please. I think this platform is good. Please let people be aware, because a lot of people are dying in silence. Police is not as bad. You can, in fact, I've seen somebody who approached
And even
police
if
who
they
collect
arrest you
200
in
dirham from
overstay, even
police.
if the police arrest
The
you in
police even
overstay,
gave them 200
Order
dirham.
in court.
So police is not as bad as that. Police
even
gave
if
a
police,
lady 200 dirham. She just, sir, I don't have money. And the police look
no,
at him and say, oh, then gave him 200 dirham. But this is not as bad in
you look,
Dubai as we always
they
look
are
at
not as
everything.
bad as we are thinking, as we are presuming. Even if you are in overstay and you get arrested in overstay, the first thing they will ask you is if you have money to pay your overstay, or if you can negotiate a discount for your overstay. If you have money, you come back home. It's when you don't have money that they will take you to court. Sorry, if they arrest you, first thing they will take you to court, and then in the court, the magistrate will negotiate with you if you have money to reduce your overstay. It's when you don't have money before they'll take you to a repatriation center. But when you have money to negotiate your overstay, I have been in sale as well, because I had a deal with someone which did not work, and they took me to sale for 3 days, and it is in the sale that I noticed that people with overstay can actually negotiate their overstay status, because when they take you to the court will give a decision that, okay, you should pay this amount, and then it is the warder that will come to the ward and call your name. Let's say it's Joseph. Hi, Joseph, this is the decision from the court. You have been ordered to pay. If my overstay is 5,000, they will order you to pay 2,000. Do you have the money now? When you say no, they'll say, okay, do you have somebody to call? When you say yes, they'll give you a phone to call that person to bring money for that amount that is reduced. It's when you don't have the money at that particular period of time they've given you, then they'll transfer you now to a repatriation center.
Wow.
That's how it goes.
Thank you so much for this information.
People are just scared about being about police. They just see police and they are scared. No, if the police mission is not to arrest people on the way, even if you are in 1 million years of overstay, they'll pass by.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph, for your contribution.
My pleasure.
Now let's move to the next
All right,
person.
I'm tired, guys. See you. I just wanted to contribute.
Thank you so much. We really do
Mr. Joseph,
appreciate
don't
your
go.
presence.
We are looking for jobs. I beg, don't go.
Hey, Mama, I have been calling candidates, about almost 150 candidates today. I'm really tired. The energy is really not enough. Sorry. I've been speaking to more than 100 people today on phone, so I'm really exhausted.
She says she's a
We
job
are looking
seeker
for
as
job. We
well.
are jobless. So if there's any way you can help us.
You can check. My name is the same on LinkedIn. We can connect and then we discuss maybe tomorrow. All right? Thank you.
I should check what?
LinkedIn. His name is the same on LinkedIn.
Do I even have the? Okay. I had a problem and my
All right.
own was.
Ciao. Take care, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. Have a wonderful night. You can go ahead. Unique mic. You can ask your question. Hello, Mr. Oba. Thanks for joining. Tell us where you're streaming from and then your contribution.
I'm streaming from Sharjah, Dubai. And I'm just trying to give some more explanation about the police issues.
Okay.
The police are actually nice people. I've been in some situation with them, and it's just an experience which I felt like I need to, share with people. I got to a certain stage here. I was involved in a fist fight with some patrons here. You know the kind of way they frustrate people to act, There were almost 8 of them, or let me say maybe 10 of them, over me alone, being the black guy. And I have a small body. They felt like they can just manhandle me and just go with it. But all appreciation to God, I was able to conquer almost all of them. And that night, the police came there. The first time I'm going to be having a situation with the police. At first, I was like, no, I'm not going to give the police whatever situations that they are going to bring in. Because I felt like I'm a black man and they might want to, give me some kind of high. They asked for my ID, which I decided not to give them. I said, no, I'm not going to give it to you because I don't know what you are going to do with it. Because the Pakistanis made a call to the police themselves. And you guys came, you saw the two culprits, me on my side and them. And the only thing you guys were doing, you were only speaking with the Pakistanis without giving me any platform to even explain myself. The only thing you were just asking is, give me your ID, and you are trying to give me a fine over it. Which I said no to it, man. I know my rights, and I can't just let you put a fine on me for something I didn't do wrong. So they were like, oh, you think you have a right to speak? Then let's go to the station, which I said, okay, we can go. That night I was handcuffed. And taken to the police station. Then I got there. I met some other policemen. And that time I could remember I've been stripped off with my shirt. The Pakistanis already stripped me of my shirt. They tore it off my body. When I got into the station, bare naked, with just my pants on, and the police were all in amaze. What happened now? You mean you, this small guy, you are the only one that beat up these 7 group men? Like, it's me. All of them ganged up against me. Like, I was feeling like that. But during the process, they asked me my name, which I said to them, and they were like, so you are a Muslim? I said, no, I'm not a Muslim. I'm a Christian, actually. But I have some thing to do with Muslim. I think that was the only thing that got them to act normal that day. Because I could see the energy they were bringing up to the table. Cut the long story short, they acted very sweet. Which I felt like I really need to come and appreciate them. So I went back to the station the second day with some thanks, and they really felt good. I felt good. And the only thing that I got to see there is that before the policeman will harass or do something bad to you, it should have been something that you do or the way you present yourself to them.
That's
The
true.
police, they are not actually what they seem to be. Most of we Africans, we judge the police back because of the idea we have in our countries, how the police of our countries act. That most of the things are the fear of our police in our country. That's the way we judge them here, and they are not like that. They are really not like that. If we can conquer our fears and talk and act and just do the right thing, I think everything will be very good for all of us here. It will
Thank
be
you so
very,
much,
very good.
Mr. Oba.
Most of the things that go on. Thank you so much. Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate you for
I
your
really appreciate
testimony and for the words of
love.
encouragement. So due to time, I usually stop by 9 p.m.
Is bad.
So we have less than 20 minutes more. So please permit me to take the next speaker. Hello, Mr. Think with me.
Excuse me, Mata.
Yes.
I would like to
Thank you
follow
so
you
much.
talk in private.
Yes, please.
I really need some help, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Think with me.
Yes.
How are you
Finally.
doing? Yeah.
Very good. I lost network earlier on.
Yeah.
My name is Bahati. I'm from Uganda. I'm Ugandan. I'm in Abu Dhabi. I work as a HSC officer here in Abu Dhabi. Yeah. Now, it's a very interesting topic, but allow me to speak truthfully. let me not say things that are going to make people happy. Let me speak the truth the way it is in reality. Let us all agree that really we have some rotten tomatoes amidst the good tomatoes. We as Africans, we come from a heritage of agriculture. We know very well that even if you have 100 goats and you see one sickly goat, what will you do? You'll take the sickly goat and kill it. We as the diasporans, because that was the initial topic, that how can we as African diasporans make life better, right? We need to start distancing ourselves and discriminating the rotten tomatoes amidst us. The biggest weakness is we diasporans, we tend to close one eye. We have double standards amongst ourselves. Yet some of our fellow brothers and sisters are actually spoiling the name of the many or of the few, we could say. We need to start pointing fingers to whoever is trying to distort the peace and distort the image of the entire African diaspora.
Please, a minute, Mr.
To
Think
me,
with
I
me.
see this as our biggest...
A minute. Hello, Mr.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Tochuku. Please mute yourself. Hello, Mr. Tochuku.
Hello?
Please mute yourself. Thank you so much. Think with me. You can continue, sir. Hello, Barreto Beauty. Thanks for joining. Mr. Think with me. You've got the mic, please.
Yes, as I was saying, we need to be honest with each other and agree that there are some fellow Africans that are shaming the whole continent. I, for one, I'll be honest. I discriminate. I'm not a racist, but I discriminate against my fellow African for as long as I see him shaming the whole continent. We as Africans need to understand that wherever each one of us is basically representing the whole continent. Whoever is looking at you is not looking at Martha, they're not looking at me, they are looking at an African, a whole continent. Okay, so some of our brothers and sisters, we need to start to discriminate against them with their acts, and also we need to start shining the light wherever we are. I have been very fortunate that most of the companies I have worked for, we have been the minority. In my company, as I speak now, we are only 3 Africans. One of them is a Nigerian, fortunately. But I would like to tell you that even when we speak to each other, I always talk to him, I tell him, my brother, we are representing a whole continent. We speak in secret in our room and we say we need to act like the most intellectual people, the most respectful people, the most intelligent species that the world has ever seen, because we are representing a whole entire continent. This is the mindset that I carry with me all the time. The other problem that I have seen amidst us as diasporans, mostly Africans, is that we do not have self-love. The Bible says that God loves those that love him. How often do we love each other? I mean yourself. How much do you love yourself? I have noticed that many of us Africans, we do not love ourselves. We look on to other people to love us, to appreciate us, to think, oh, we are good people. That is why people that are earning very small salaries send them to their loved ones in back home, hoping that they will appreciate them, hoping that they will love them. This is a fallacy. This is crazy. You need to love yourself. How many Africans in diaspora love themselves so much that when they come here, you get a very bad job? But how many of you guys do you see that go to upgrade? Yes, okay, you've come, you've got a bad job. You're a cleaner, you're this, you're that. But have you upgraded? For Christ's sake, you're competing with China, which is 2 billion. You're competing with India now, which is 2.9 billion. You're competing with Philippines. But what extra advantage do you have to compete with the Philippines or with a person from Pakistan? You get salary, you spend it on things that are useless. Instead of spending this salary on yourself to make yourself better, go and learn better English, go and do better courses, go and do nursing, do this, do that. UAE has one of the lowest education standards. Because in my country, you cannot go and do caregiving just like that. In my country, you need to have done O levels to even attempt to do any course. But in UAE, even a person with no document can actually go and study a course and actually graduate, and it is accredited and it's approved. But how many of you guys upgrade your lives? You have been a cleaner in Dubai. You have a contract of 2 years. You get a vacation and you go back to Nigeria, or I go back to Uganda, where I know that 90% of the people only smile at me because they think I have money. Where I know that most of them do not even like me. They envy me. They do not support me deep down in their hearts. Instead of taking an internal leave, go to an institute, learn something better to get more salary to upgrade your life. We, the Africans in the diaspora, honestly speaking, we are lazy. We get so comfortable. The world today is competitive. Do not get comfortable. Comfort creates misery, because whenever you're comfortable, you become weak. When you're weak, you lose. This world is competitive. I'm not meaning to be harsh, but I'm telling you the reality. I have had the opportunity of interviewing so many people, because my position, I'm a safety manager, and I have a team of like 17 people. I have seen CVs on my desk, but a Pakistani will bring a CV that is massive with very many certificates. Truth of the matter is, I know deep down in my heart that these certificates were actually done by another person. He did not sit these exams, but the guy has the documents. When my African brother comes, he comes with just one certificate.
Call it a
He has not
naked
upgraded.
TV.
Honestly speaking, I beg your pardon?
No, I wanted you to call it a naked CV.
Yes, you're competing with the whole globe. You're not competing with you're competing with just yourself. We need to wake up, honestly. I will be honest that sometimes I be in a crowd of Africans, and the things they talk about are really childish. They're talking about things that are useless, that do not
Thank
add on
you.
to their lives.
Thank you.
You meet a group of people, you're talking about girls, you're talking about clubbing. For Christ's sake, you're earning 2,000 dirham. What about some of us that are getting good money? You understand? The truth is, we need to understand that good things were not meant for only the white-skinned people. I have seen people who are living in Yas Island, who are living in apartments, Africans. They are quiet, humble, respectful, intelligent Africans from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Zimbabwe, from South Africa, that are living a very, very meaningful life. We need to get out of this notion of thinking that the only thing an African is good for is being a housemaid, a cleaner, a security guard. No, God forbid. When shall we wake up and start prophesying good things over our lives? How good do you speak over your life? Or is it every time you go to drop a CV, you come back with the mindset of, these guys are racist, or these guys will not give me the job? Then why do you take your CV? Learn to love yourself. Every day you wake up in the morning, prophesy something good about your life. Say something good about your day. Bless your day. Say, I am great, I am awesome, I am intelligent, I am rich. These are the things we need to talk about. Not to talk about problems, my president this, my president that. In my country, my president has been serving for 35 years. I will never talk about him. I do not, I'm telling you, Martha, if I met you and you have a negative energy, even as my African sister, I will discriminate you. I will not talk to you. If
It's
I find that
obvious,
you're my African
bro.
sister or
Negative
brother,
energy is
and you
contagious.
and you're talking about things that are weak, that are putting you down, I will not talk to you respectfully. I will watch you suffer, I will watch you cry, I will not help you. If you think your only option is to being a prostitute, instead of going to Indeed, understand the jobs. Every job that is posted on Indeed actually has certificates. They even tell you the kind of certification that you need. I'm giving you my experience at all the jobs that I have got, which have been very good jobs. My first salary in 2016 in UAE was 5,000. They brought me from Uganda. They sent me a ticket. They sent me a visa. I got this job on Indeed. All the jobs that I have got them via Indeed. I do not know of any agent. I do not know of any friend. I do not know of any Martha that, Martha, please connect me. I do not believe in anybody connecting me. I
Please,
believe that I will be what I'm supposed to be.
please, 1 minute.
We need to have this kind of
Farmer,
mindset.
please.
Yes.
Someone is disturbing here. Please mute yourself. Hello, excuse me. I'll take him down. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's good. So I am my sister. I'm telling you, Martha, we need to understand that energy matters. The energy you keep around. If you're in a group of lost women, I call them bitches, of confused women who only know how to talk too much and act less, please exit that group. If you are my friend, and as long as you're contagious negatively, I will discriminate you in the name of the Lord. There is no crime for me discriminating you for as long as our energies do not tally. For as long as I'm being positive and you're being negative. If I see achievement and you see failure, we are not friends. You understand? Martha, if I find you crying because you are not patient enough with the small job that you have, now you're busy taking your company to court, yet you have no knowledge about the labor law, you go to court and you look a fool. Most of our brothers and sisters don't even know the labor law. They do not know their rights. But they're busy going to court, yet they're going to end up losing because they do not know their rights. They do not know the labor law. You understand? You come with your African mentality of juju. It's when I traveled that I discovered that there is no such thing as juju. You are your own juju. You are your own bad luck. The things you think of yourself, the things you speak about yourself, this is your own juju. Because if juju really existed, I guarantee you that all of you guys on this platform, I guarantee you that 99% of the people you know hate you. They wish you were dead. But why are you not dead? It is because you are your own juju. For as long as you think that they're discriminating you, I do not know the word racism. The true definition of racism to me is another person fearing who I am. If you call me a black man, I really understand that you fear me. If you say this, in Hindi they call it kalawala, a black man. For me, when you discriminate against me because of my skin, I look at it as fear, and I love such challenges. I want to stand in a group of Indians and Pakistanis and challenge them because I want to represent my African continent. But I guarantee you, Martha, that if we're in the same company and you want to embarrass us, I will discriminate against you. It is on that day I will be a Pakistani, if need be. If need be, on that day I will be a Filipino. For as long as you are shaming us, you are acting silly, and you do not want to change your life. I have managed to speak to people, so many cleaners that I found in my company. Now they are different. Their lives are different. They have got their small salary. They waited until vacation. They went and upgraded their lives. My sister is asking somebody in the HR, please, I need a job. My dear, if you need the job, you look for the job. The Bible says, I love those that love me, and those who seek me shall find me. If you need a job, you need to seek it. If you need a good life, you need to seek it. If you need a better family, you need to seek it. If you don't seek it, nothing will knock on your door and find you. We look out for things. Things don't look out for us. We are magnets. We attract what we think. We attract what we feel. If you feel that this is happening to you, or the police is not good, or this and that, it will really happen to you, because you're your own juju man, you're your own occult, you're your own everything. So I want to conclude by saying that we need to pull up our socks as Africans. And I plead to all of you that are listening to me, always remember that if any person, your fellow brother and sister, I pray, please discriminate them for as long as they are negative, for as long as they're not being respectful, for as long as they are shaming their continent where they are coming from, because it is only then we get rid of these rotten tomatoes that all the Africans diaspora will live a better life. But if we keep closing one eye and having double standards, our lives will not change. And also for my sisters who are looking for jobs, before you opt for prostitution, start to believe in yourself. In that small job you have as a maid or as a cleaner, go and upgrade. Go and do caregiving. Go and do assistant nurse. Go and learn how to do welding. You can learn how to weld metals. It's in my company, welders are paid 4,000. Go and learn how to drive a bus. I have seen a girl in Abu Dhabi driving a bus. Go and learn how to operate an excavator. Go and learn, make your life better. Before you send a penny to people in Uganda or in Nigeria or in Cameroon, first invest in yourself. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot love other people when you do not love yourself. If you believe that you're only worth selling yourself, that is what you will be. Which people will buy you, they will infect you with disease, and you will die like that. But if you give yourself self-worth, understand who you are, understand that you're yourself, and you own yourself a living. You do not owe your brother a living, you do not owe your sister a living. Make your life better, then other people will be better. You cannot lie to me that you love me when you do not love yourself. You cannot lie to me that you're looking for a job when you don't even know where to find the jobs. Your CV is only one piece of paper. Some of us have CVs that are as big as booklets. If you are going to compete with a Pakistani who has 2 papers in a CV, you as an African, you need to bring 10 papers as a CV. This is the reality. If you want to go for taxi driving, you cannot only bring your license. You need to bring a license plus some other bonuses. Because the world you're competing in fears you. They fear an African because everywhere that an African has gone who is intelligent, he has ashamed all other races. I'm telling you, in my company, if they do not consult with me, that decision will not be approved even from the general manager.
Wow.
I have created an impression that I am the most intelligent man in the continent of Africa. Even the people who come after me, I believe they'll be given jobs. I believe, I'm not bragging, but I believe I have represented our continent. And we, all of us, have to do it. Everywhere you are, understand that you're representing the whole motherland. Please don't shame us. Please don't make us look bad. You are the flag. Live your best life, invest in yourself, love yourself. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Think With Me. See, everyone in the comment section is saying thank you, bravo, thank you, bravo. Like, we really do appreciate you for this. And thank you so much for the words of encouragement, the reminder that we do represent our continent. We are ambassadors, so we should not ignore that. Like, most of us are forgetting that. But thank God we have you to remind us. We appreciate you for this evening, and we pray this will not be your last. We are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UAE time. So thank you so much. We don't end here because we want our brothers and sisters, those who are in UAE, in the diaspora in general, and those who are still in Africa, we want them to listen to some of these stories and experiences and learn something from it. That's why we download this video after a day and upload it on YouTube. And on YouTube, we are known as K and Mom's Reality. So you can as well check us out on YouTube. Okay, let's take the next speaker. We have Patience. Hello, Patience. Patience.
Hello.
Welcome. Good
Good
evening
evening.
to you. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Please, you start by telling us where you're streaming from, and then you can go ahead with your contribution. We are discussing about life for Africans in the diaspora and the way forward. That's what we do every Wednesday and Friday. Normally, we stop by 9 p.m., but because we still have 2 guests, we are going to give them the privilege to express themselves, then we can end after them.
Okay. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
You're
When
welcome.
I came out to your live, I was listening to what Mr. Think was saying.
Yeah.
I can say all that he said is very correct. As for me, I would say there is not much for me to say, but I just want to thank you for the contribution. And like he said, I think for us Africans in the diaspora in UAE, whenever we come up to advise people on what to do, sometimes, everybody is not that, how will I put this? Maybe you are head of people in a particular field. Maybe when I tell you, okay, you need to take a course, you need to do this, try to sometimes to give examples of the places where people can take those things so that the people who are ignorant of those things, they can know, okay, if I go to this school, I need a caregiver course, I need this, I need that, I can get it. Yeah, so if we do like that, it will help our brothers and
Okay.
sisters. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. But another thing is, while he was speaking, if you had any question, it would have been better if you put it in the comment section. Because if you put it there, even if he doesn't have an idea, there are others who can chip in something. There are
Yeah.
several schools you can take short courses of 2 weeks, 6 weeks, and you get your certificate. You even go there, they will tell you openly that taking this course, as far as you pay your money, you will not fail. You cannot fail. Most of their courses, you don't fail. So do not be discouraged that, hey,
Okay.
our educational system in Africa, you can repeat 1,000 times. But you see here, as far as you pay your money, you're getting that certificate. It all depends on you if you want to be a master of what you studied. If you want to actually know what you studied, then you take it serious.
Yeah, you're right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So if you have any
Yeah,
question,
but point of correction, if I may, just like what he suggested, yeah, it makes sense. But the point is, there are so many courses. The courses are endless. The question is, what is the zeal? What zeal do you have to look for these courses? Even if I told you all the courses that I think could be good for you, the question is, are you willing to do these courses? Are you willing to learn welding? Are you willing to learn an excavator? Are you willing to learn NIBOSH, HSC courses, a lead auditor? Are you willing to learn quality control? This is the question. Are you willing? Because if you are willing, all these things are on Google. Guys, I would like to tell you that our biggest school, our biggest university in 2023 is the guy called Google. Everything that you need to know is there. All these things that you will drive you to the next place are determined by your zeal and determination to change your life. So the point is why I cannot tell you all these courses is that you need to pull up your socks. Are you tired of this small salary? Do you want to live a better life that you think you admire? Pull up your socks. Get crazy. Get shrewd. And then you will get whatever you want. That is the point. Otherwise, the courses are endless. They are endless. Thank you. Thank you, Martha.
you're welcome, bro. So, Mr. Patience, I'm sure you've gotten the answer to your question. It all depends if you're really willing and interested to do that particular course, then you can identify and fit yourself somewhere. So we'll take the next speaker. Hello, Mr. Unique.
Hello, good
Good
evening,
evening.
everyone.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Please, you start by telling us where you're streaming from, and then you can continue with your contribution.
Yeah, I'm here in UAE and Kubeba.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have much to say, but I'm going to speak for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes
Okay.
also
Thank
before
you.
I do. I just want to add to what I think what Mr. Tinker was trying to tell us is let me start by saying this. From what he was trying to say is when the market change another dance, another step, just like when the music, when the music changes, your dance step at the same time has to change. I think he made a very important point there that you are now meeting with the people of, you can't say because this one is Pakistan, they give him all this. Because this one is this, they give him all this. You need to challenge yourself in a lot of areas. We all have a story to tell. When I came into this country, everything I studied back home, I thought the moment I arrive is going to give me what I want here. But when I came in, I saw how the business works here. And I have to take some time, like almost a year, to study everything, how it goes here since 2012. You understand? I said, okay, fine. I think this field, no one is paying attention over there because it's so challenging and it's tough. And this is what I studied back home. I have to come back and do 1 or 2 courses here. I'm talking about IT. So when I was done with that program, I was promoted to some stage, but I was not on my own field. doing what I study. So then I have to look again and upgrade myself in one stage again. It's not as if I was earning a very huge amount or something, but I have to discipline myself, deprive myself with some things that give me pleasure. Sometimes you eat food with a lot of meat, but because you have a target, you have to reduce those meats. You understand? You have to deprive yourself to get what you want. He made a lot of points there. And that important part is once the music change, the dancing step has to change. My brother, you don't need anyone to tell you that Filipino or Indian or this person will be first of all considered. People that has been existing in this country even before we think of coming inside. They are also part of the Asian whatever. So I don't want to go deeply on that. But today I was doing what I studied. I was doing what I like doing. You understand? And it makes me happy.
Wow, congrats,
But
bro.
really, it's not too easy getting in that field. You know, since I started working in UAE, I have been the only African in the midst of, especially all my lines, the only Africans. In every department I move to, I happens to be the only Africans. Even in this challenging field now, you know, the moment now, you know, we are in the global whatever. Every day new things comes up. You have to go online. You have to keep studying again. Continue to read about those things so that you can meet up. You understand? There's a lot of saying. I like the way this guy, you know, he talks. He speaks. You don't keep people. You don't keep people. Hello, someone is trying to say something. You don't keep people around you. People that are not adding, you know, adding something meaningful to your life. You need to work with people, you know, that challenge your kind of how do I call it? You understand? That challenge that you know that you learn from more compared to your own stage of this thing. So I just like what he said. We all can build ourselves. And lastly, whatever courses you study here, you understand? If you notice, some of our Africans, let's just be sincere. We came here with our own certificate. Some of us are graduates before we came here. You understand? But unfortunately, we ended up as a, you know, cleaner or something like that. So, but then some Africans are very hardworking people. I love them for that. We can still, you know, struggle, you know, push ourselves so hard to get what we want. Some of them have to run one or two courses over here, and today they find themselves in UK, US, Canada with their family doing something that pays them more and more better than their previous job.
For sure.
So yeah, I'll stop from here. I say 3 minutes, sorry.
It's
I'll
okay.
be
Thank
trying
you
to
so
just
much for your contribution.
yeah.
We really do appreciate you for coming, and we pray today will not be the last day. It's the first, and it will not be the last. We are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UAE time. You guys are eating my time already, and you all will pay me for that. We still have another speaker. We still have another guest here. Hello. Let me see her name. Mama Koo. Hello, Mama Koo. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm fine. I'm
Please tell
streaming.
us where you're streaming from and your contribution, please, very fast because I'm running late already.
Okay, I'm streaming from Bahrain.
Wow, we are glad to have you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll just say I don't have much to say. Just some. It's like additional only. I was saying, you know, we Africans, we don't love one another. This is the big problem we have. Look at like people like Philippines, Indians. You know, an African can have a chance and give it to somebody else than giving to an African instead. This is the big problem we have.
Do you think they do have reasons for doing that?
No, yeah, some I can say yes, because maybe you, but if you know somebody well, like, but some we also discriminate ourselves. Ask me why. You know, there was a time I was looking for a job. Then there was this guy, he was a manager somewhere, and I asked him, can I get a cashiering job where you're working? Then he was like, they don't hire Africans here as a cashier. And I asked, and I was like, I'm a cashier where I'm working. Why do you say like they don't hire Africans like cashiers? You see, we are enemy of our own. This is the big problem we have. Yeah, that's it. I don't have much to say.
Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate you for coming and for contributing. We hope it will not be the last time you're coming. It's the first, and we pray you come back. Like I always say, we are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time to 9 p.m. You guys are eating my time and you pay for it. Okay, let's get our next guest. Hello, Mr. Toladi Speaks. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you. He's an amazing speaker. You all need to check out his page. Like, he's a man full of wisdom. Oh, thanks for joining, Mr. Toladi. You've got the mic.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't know how much time you have. Sorry, I just don't want to waste your
It's
time.
fine.
Okay.
I just wanted you to say something.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
I
I'll
think
be in comment section so that next person can come up.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, there's a quotation that I love and I use a lot. You know, that says that excellence is never an accident. It is always a result of high intention and sincere effort. You know, and the reason why I say that is there's nobody that becomes excellent by accident. You don't just wake up and just, all of a sudden, there has to be the intention. There has to be that sincere desire and action, putting together action, putting together plans. That what is my vision? What is my vision? What do I want to achieve? And how do I plan for that? What is the thing I put, in place? Because to become successful in whatever we do, we need to change the way we think and the philosophy we hold. Because we cannot be truly successful and happy without changing our outlook and refining our thought pattern. Because, a lot of people talk about motivation. We need to motivate ourselves. And we truly need to motivate ourselves as Africans and get out of, our comfort zones. People just like to stay in that comfort zone. But motivation alone is not going to do the job, because motivation does not work well if there's no education. People need to be educated in terms of what is right, in terms of the right philosophy. Because if you motivate an idiot, all you get is a motivated idiot. At the end of the day, it's not different. So it's about, first of all, educating ourselves, changing our mindset, changing the philosophy. The good book says, that as a man thinks, so he is. So it starts with the mind, because your mind is the battleground between the voices of negativity saying you are too weak, you are black, you are African, I was born poor, nobody in my family has ever done it, I'm dumb, I'm a loser. Know that those are the voices, it's in the battle, it's in the mind. That's where the battleground is. So what I'm saying in essence is that the most meaningful change that is going to cause a change in our lives comes from within. Unfortunately, the only person that welcomes change There are babies that are in diapers. For the rest of us, we will rather stay in the safety of poverty than do something to change our lives. Because, you know, you just like the bed space or the partition, and there's nothing wrong there. There's nothing wrong starting there. But the point is, where are you going to be in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years? Are you still going to be on the same level, complaining about the government, complaining about, you know, sometimes you might have a ground for complaint, but after complaining, you know, putting your status on Facebook that, hey, this is happening to me, doesn't make any difference. 80% of the people don't care. The remaining 20% are happy that it's you that it's happening to and not with them. That is not that you are making deliberate action. You are putting deliberate action in place. Talk to people that have done it before. Don't keep quiet. Talk to people. How did you move from point A to point B? How can you support me, or what can I learn from you that can help me to move to change my lot? You know, I had somebody saying here, you know, there are courses all around. How many people have even attempted to do the courses? How many people have attempted to say, oh, there's a free course here, I'm going to do it? You know, people will rather spend time in the mall and, you know, walking all around, you know, and there's something wrong in that too. But then where have you left your own plans? You know, study good books, good materials, because it's part and parcel of your personal development, because it activates your mind. Every outstanding person I know studies. And somebody said Google is there for us. And it's true. Every outstanding person I know studies, and every studious person eventually becomes outstanding. You cannot be a committed thinker if you don't study. You cannot think in a vacuum. You need to fill your mind with information. You have to be a student of good information. Don't just spend money on shoes alone. Spend it on building yourself up.
Yeah.
There's this quotation. I think it's Isaac Newton that says something like, he said, "If I have seen further than other, it's because I am standing on the shoulders of giants that have gone before me." Because he got inspiration from studying the work of great scientists who came before him. He studied their materials and improved upon them. Study things that will change your pattern of thinking and will get you acting right, rather than just staying where you have always wanted to. You see, it is painful to change, but it is more painful to remain the same, in the same condition, in the same situation. So the thing, I'm going to say this because I'm sure you are time conscious. But see, my father used to say something. You know, he said, "It is better for you to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared."
Oh my God.
Why you've got to prepare, because you never know when the opportunity is going to knock on your door, and they will say, "Sorry, I need your certificate, so and so." You say, "Oh God, I don't have it." There goes a great opportunity.
Oh my God.
Ready. Get
Hello,
ready.
Mr. Tolaji.
Yes.
My English teacher, we had this slogan in class. Before saying good morning to her, you have to say, "Proper preparation prevents poor performance." Sincerely, this thing has been in my head. I've never been able to get off it. Like, as time went by, I kept asking myself, what does this really mean? Proper prepare. We used to just, Africa, they'll hit the bench. Then you stand up and you say, "Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Good morning, madam." It's a kind, we thought it was just for fun, but that is a
It
powerful
has
message.
a lot of meaning. It's deep. It's
Yeah,
deep. You know,
yeah.
because you don't present needs to opportunity. You present readiness. You present readiness, and everything you need to develop yourself is available. Is within reading and listening reach. A lot of people come to TikTok to come and see ladies dancing, shaking bum bum and all that. Yes, if that's what you want, Good luck to them. But there are a lot of other people who come to TikTok because what they come to do here is learn something. It's represent their brand. Is promote their business. Is, just coming out to talk about what you stand for, sharing what you stand for. And lastly, I think it's also that part of personal development is your ability to work on your own character. It is not enough to be knowledgeable and wise. It is not enough to be good looking and charismatic student or worker. Solid character must be developed. You have to be able to say to yourself, I'm coming, and you come. You tell somebody, wait for me at 6 o'clock, and go there. You have to be able to say, no, I will keep this for you at 9 p.m. and be there. If you are not sure, don't promise. Because all these things, that's what they used to tag people that, oh, he said that he's never there. He said, can I trust this person with this opportunity? Can I trust this person with this promotion? He said no. Why? Because he said he will do this, he never does it. So whether it's winning or losing a game, whether it's getting rich, we need to build character, because it's very important in the journey to. And somebody said, we Africans, we don't love ourselves true enough. And there's an element of truth to that, because all the other community, they band together and, they change things. But unfortunately, they say, oh, that one is Cameroonian, so why do I need to? Oh, that one is Kenya, no, that one is Nigeria, I don't want to, So you see, and we continue to split ourselves apart. What is the result? Lack of progress. And who suffers? We all suffer at the end of the day. So it's unfortunate, but we need to change our philosophies, the way we think. Otherwise, in the next 10 years, we are still going to be in the same place, talking about the same thing, arguing about the same problem, and not moving forward. My name is Tola, and I'm done speaking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toladi Speaks. We really do appreciate you for coming and for your contribution. But someone is here and he says, sometimes we are ready and prepared, but we found ourselves in toxic environments. Mr. Toladi, I don't know if you can say something about that. Thank you so much, Wambui.
The truth, Patience child, is the truth is toxic environment abounds everywhere. Whether you go to the US, whether you stay in the UK. I mean, I worked in England for about 20 years, if I'm not making a mistake. And the toxicity in the environment is not different. There are laws to deal with certain things, but it doesn't stop the toxicity. You understand? So for me, I don't join a piece of work and be a part of the politics or politics of division and politics. They know me. Nobody's going to come and talk to me about, oh, that person. No. First of all, the best way to arm yourself in a toxic environment is, for every different profession, there are certain things that make you almost untouchable. I mean, almost. I don't mean untouchable. Almost. In the sense, okay, let me give you an example. In my own profession, if you are working hard, the kids you are teaching, they like you and they are making progress, no matter whether you are black or white, you are almost untouchable. Because everybody will be like, no, yeah, your manager might not like you. And I have been in that situation in which the person who was overseeing my work was always looking for ways, but they would check my students. They gave me a target that I had 33% of people predicted to have A to C. I was given a target that I have to make it from 33 to 48. At the end of the academic year, I did not manage to get it from 33 to 48. I got it to 82%. So what are they going to do for me when they got that kind of result? So their toxicity, after a while, they will say this here, they will say that here, but at the end of the day, they could not touch me. So eventually I left that school when I was ready to leave and go on to promotion in another place. So what I'm trying to
Wow.
say is we need to arm ourselves with wisdom, with character, with the strategic understanding of what that profession needs. When you are good and good, it's more difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't want to be naive here. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it becomes more difficult. And when it happens, see, my father said something. He said, wherever you are working, work hard enough so that you are celebrated rather than tolerated. Because some of us, they are just tolerating us in our place of work rather than celebrating us. So move yourself from the level of toleration or to people tolerating you to the level of people celebrating. How can they celebrate you? They will never celebrate you if you are doing mediocre job. He said, and I'm talking about my father here, he said, when they pay you £5, never do the work of £5. Do the work of 10 or 15 pounds. Because not only are you building your own self, it is also, you become more difficult, you become more valuable to them in that marketplace. And when you are valuable, no matter how much they hate you, they say, oh, I don't really like this guy, but he's doing a good job. Oh, he's doing a good job. He's making my life easy in this area. So those are the things I can say on the surface, because there are specific situations that I'm happy to talk about one-on-one. But as a general advice, this is what I'm just going to say to people. Yeah, I see somebody say, Wambui say, be the backbone. And that's basically the idea I'm trying to. If you are that backbone, it becomes very difficult, and people will stand in. And sometimes you need. I'll say this, and I keep quiet. Somebody came to me the other time and said, I want to make progress in my work. I'm doing my work right, and I said, do you have a mentor in leadership? Do you have, because people have currencies, and your currency, their currency, they can use their currency to step and speak for you when they're having those senior meetings and all that. They'll say, right, I have this person has been working. I am ready to spend my currency, my credibility currency as a leader in this establishment to support this person, to say this person has been doing a great work and it deserves this. So, but people don't take that seriously. You need a mentor, you need a coach. You need a mentor, you need a coach. When my father passed away in 2011, the first thing I did was, because he was my mentor, he was my coach, I went straight to the principal of the school and said, Mark, please, my father was my mentor, was my coach. He's passed on now. Please, can you be my coach? Can you be my mentor? And he said, oh, I'll be happy to do that. See what that thing did for me? It shortened my journey into leadership. I was
Wow.
one of the few people, because he knows how things work in that place, and he taught me the tricks. And what that did for me, I was one of the few people that I know personally that became a member of the senior leadership without becoming a middle leader. Why? Because I have taken the advice and the support and the coaching from the person who knows this thing and how this thing works. So within 4 years, I was in leadership. And when you have expanded your mind, the mind is like a parachute. It opens, it doesn't want to close again. So you can no longer think small. You want to think big. You want to act big, not because you are acting it, but because there is a solid foundation that you have built that is unmovable, that is unshakable. So that's the point I'm trying to make there.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Mr. Toladi Speaks. We really do appreciate your presence. And we pray the fact that you're here today, you will not stop, you continue coming. I really pray. But the thing is, I'll need you to inform me when you're coming live so I can come and join you. You usually share, but maybe you're sharing when I need to be sleeping or I'm doing something, and I'm always like, oh my God, he's live now and I cannot join. I really need to know your timings. Do you have any fixed program, please? Okay, he's gone. Hello, Elvis.
Yeah, hello, Martha.
I really do appreciate you for your patience. You've been here for a very long time, very, very long time. You were two, but one person left, and you're still here. So we really do appreciate you. Thanks for joining. Please tell us where you're streaming from and then your contribution.
All right, thank you very much. I'm Elvis, and I'm a Cameroonian. I'm presently in Dubai, UAE. So presently, I'm streaming from Dubai.
Okay.
It's my first time coming to your live, but I kind of enjoy it. I like it. I like positive vibes when people talk things that will do impact each other. That's why I've been here for a long time, and I just have some few things to just drop in, but many people have said it, but I just want to put it in my own way. I like the last coach who just spoke. He spoke a lot. One thing I've discovered with the life here in UAE, one thing I always tell people, and that Africans in the diaspora are facing, especially in UAEs, they just get a job and then they just want to change. They are just chasing money. One thing I've learned of recent is when you keep chasing money, money keeps running away from you. It's high time we Africans, we stop chasing money and we start chasing value. Money has an affinity to value. When you chase value to a certain level, money will start chasing you. And it does not take one day to chase value. Add value to yourself. They have said it already. Go for courses. Add value to yourself that you reach a level where everybody knows you. You're valuable in such a way that money cannot run away from you. But today, that's why most Africans will stay at the level of unskilled jobs. Because you get a cleaner today, you just get that they are paying another person 2.5, that the person is like a house help. You leave cleaner, your house help. That's why every day we are at the labor court. We don't even know our right. So please, let's take time to add value to ourselves and we see how things are going to change. And again, one thing is I've discovered here, who you know and what you know is very important. That's why if you were reading my comment, I was not happy with Mr. Think he's not here. I think he was think twice or what. He has 3,700 people following him, but he's not following even one person. That's bad. You cannot tell me that Africans don't love themselves and then you're not showing it. At least, even you here, Martha, at least he knows that he can network with you. I can network with him. He is an HRA. He has a good position. There are people that are willing to learn, but if we cannot network with you, we don't know you. How do we grow? Information is who you know. Africans, we hate ourselves. We'll be working as HRA. We have opportunity for job, but you don't tell people. There are a lot of things that are hidden behind information. That's why you see Filipino, India, they keep getting jobs every day because each time somebody hears that there's this opportunity, they share, they tell, and that is who you know. But when we stay in the same place, we don't know each other, we remain there. One thing again, there is something I always tell people. You can only know something when you study it or when somebody tells you. If you don't study, you don't read, as coach has said, you remain. Knowledge is powerful. We have to read every day. We have to study. We have to study. But Africans, we don't study. We waste our time on doing things that don't add value to ourselves. Anyway, I have a lot, but I know your time is really running out. And I would just
Yeah.
say they have said everything. We just need to keep practicing these things. And the more you attach yourself to platform like this, you listen to things like this, it motivates you. It gives you the ability to go ahead. I'm really happy with Coach because he has about 3,000 people that he's following. And when you know people like this, you can network with them. They help you in one way or the other, and that is how we grow. So thank you very much, Martha, for your platform. It's really enriching and I like it.
Thank you so much, Brother Elvis. I'm as well from Cameroon, so today I'm blessed. I had a brother. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. Normally, I was supposed to stop by 9, but because I still had you all, okay, Saturday, 5 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Toladi Speaks. He's live every Saturday, 5 p.m. So, guys, please, let's go join and support him on Saturday. See you guys on Friday. I'm live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UAE time, just to talk about life for Africans in the diaspora and the way forward. Usually, I tell people we don't only talk about UAE, we don't only talk about Dubai, but Dubai, we just try to talk about it because this is where we are and this is what we know. But as an African in Europe or America or in any other part of the world and you're interested to share your experience, we are willing to listen because we are all learning. So thank you all so much for being there. Thank you for watching and for sharing. We'll be uploading this by tomorrow evening on YouTube at K and Mom's Reality for our fellow African brothers and sisters home and abroad, especially those who are back home. We want you to hear some of these stories and learn on time. Like Mr. Toladi said, and our brother Elvis, knowledge is power. We all need knowledge. We all have Google. It's not only about you staying on social media to watch motivational speakers of other categories and should I say marriage coach or whatever, or only people dancing, singing and doing all sort of creative arts. You can still connect with us and we can do something to help our society. So see you guys on Friday. Bye bye.